Yo, so I'm at a point in my martial arts career, it's not career, but a journey, we could say, where it doesn't make sense for me to train to do a Muay Thai fight. Because one thing I really don't like about martial arts, I don't like rules. I want soccer kicks. Give me pride rules. I like the fucking dirty, kick man in the face, epic rules. Like the rules that the UFC have, like no damage to it, no grounded attacks to a downed opponent. What is this shit, man? This is why Muay Thai is gang so much, because it comes from real warfare. Think about it. If you sweep someone, you make them fall on their ass. Soccer kick, you got a sword, you chop them. That's our point where in real life, really, they have to roll the right way, like in Tekken, in it. Like you have to really, like, you're fucked if you really don't make, if you make the wrong decision, you've lost. So, I don't like rules. So what Muay Thai has, it has a lot of rules. There's some bullshit in it, like it's watered down version of a Muay Baran. So I gotta learn some ultimate hidden Muay Baran techniques because, like for example, in the clinch, when you have someone's leg, so I don't know if I can get an angle, but I cup someone's leg, it's in the crook of my bicep or my elbow, then with the other arm, with the other leg, you can't put your foot past their foot and boonk because some bullshit. You have to kick the foot out, even though doing it the first way is more effective. And this is from judo. This is from wrestling. Why can't this is? I was doing it. I was actually sparring with this Vietnamese girl, QE. She's English, in London, and I was doing it. And I was flipping her easy. Obviously, she was light. I was flipping her. This is when I was a beginner. But then my coach is like, oh no, that's illegal. And it's like, well, why the fuck? Why? This is fighting, innit? This is what I don't like. This is why boxing is, the comparison between boxing and Muay Thai is like, let's be serious in it. Like, there's no comparison. I'm not talking about in terms of developing the necessary footwork for MMA, because of course the big problem that Muay Thai has is Muay Thai is too static. So I watch fighters here or whatever, like in the gym, and obviously the French people in the drunk Canadians gym are looking in awe, but I just see weakness. I just see they're too static. Like, they got to move, but they're never forward. They're just trading, bang, 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 bang. They might do like 1, 2, 3 right kick, 1, 2, 3 leg kick, but they're not pushing, and then they're too static. But Muay Thai doesn't have to be static. This is the problem that modern Muay Thai has. The closest thing we have to the, I would say the potential, the real Muay Thai is shoebox Muay Thai. It's the Muay Thai from Brazil, Oliveira. That Brazilian girl did have the one who got beaten by the white girl in bantamweight. She has a technique, but don't have the brain. Sorry, girl. And Anderson Silva obviously is the prime example. Shooter box killer Muay Thai, because what is very underappreciated that I'm gonna bring back is elbows. Because I know I have sword blood. Elbows is such the game in the clinch in UFC, even at the supposed highest level, is really bad. I'm talking about the point when two fighters are clinching, and there's many opportunities where you can attack from that. You can spinning back elbow, you can spinning back fist, you can follow them. For me, you see him, but my fights, it's gonna be relentless pressure like Khabib. But instead of Khabib trying to take you down and fuck you up, for me, it's just gonna try and destroy you on the feet, and just elbow the shit out you, knock you the fuck. Of course, takedowns as well. But that's what I'm saying. I'm at a point where there's no point. I don't need to prove myself in Muay Thai. My skills of striking, of course, everything needs work. When I look at myself training, I think, oh, he looks like shit. But I'm at a point where it doesn't make sense for me to train Muay Thai. I mean, to not train to fight a Muay Thai fight. It doesn't make sense. This is like the kids who they've just done like Leon Edwards. I don't know. Obviously, big up Leon, man, a black clock, first, British trained, English trained champion. Obviously, Brisbane's #1 official, but he's in America, and he's a real Birmingham. Like his gym, Leon Edwards gym, like £50 a month. If I go back to ends, which I probably won't. If I do, I'll do a camp there, like a month. But the problem is I don't like rules, and at least with MMA, it's less rules. It's more true to fighting than fucking Muay Thai. And what I really don't like that Chadri's done, this is what I'm saying. I'm a scholar. Like, if you're a real fighter, tell me, do you watch fighting? If you don't watch fighting, then you're just chatting shit. But my joint's in the fucking yard. But yeah, the clinch in 1FC is just terrible, man. It's some bullshit, bro. What kind of clinch is that? Like he watered down the most important facet that Muay Thai has, the most powerful facet. So it's some bullshit, man. But at this level, like obviously there's a lot of YouTubers, some German done. This is where I got the idea, is obviously training Muay Thai, whatever. But for me, for my standard, like, because I've got weaknesses in Jiu-Jitsu, but in Jiu-Jitsu, I could always get to mount. Yeah, pass the guard, I can pass the guard, I can stay heavy, but I couldn't really finish. I don't have submissions. Even now, I barely have any submissions. I just want to bang the guy's face and elbow him on the ground, innit? But at least with some submissions, like my biggest game right now is, my biggest hold is submissions on the ground. But in Jiu-Jitsu, it's not like I train them. My objective would be blast up to just destroy them. So I'm not gonna give too much tape away for, you know, if anyone watches this for tape, like, sorry, it's not gonna make a difference. But I think if you want to do MMA and you've trained all the disciplines for a significant amount of time, where you can take some civilian down easy, you can choke some civilian out easy, you can take the back, you can fuck man up striking, you can punch on, when you can do everything, not necessarily to the highest level, why would you train the individual discipline? I'm not talking about someone like in the US who's done wrestling from when they were walking kid, like someone like Bo Nickel, absolute killer. I'm not talking about that, because he already has that base. He's gonna be the champion. He might be the GOAT at freaking middleweight. He's a killer, Bo Nickel, killer. Got crazy hands. But I'm saying that, just using logic, the only way to defeat the Dagestani onslaught is super Muay Thai. Khalil Roundtree is the one doing it. He's the one he's doing bits right now. You know, him versus Pereira is gonna be an amazing fight. But you really need the fluid Muay Thai, and you can't be scared of it. The thing is, there's a move in Muay Thai, I'll say it. Look at this move. This is the best move in the game here. I'll show you the movement. You're from here, whatever. All it is this. The reason is that could mean so many different things. If you play Tekken, all I did is I'm standing orthodox. I jump up, my left knee highs up, and what it is this comes from if I had a sword and shield, because I understand warfare to the standard. So what that could mean, if you play Tekken, this is why gay video games help me so much. You play Tekken, yeah, you have high, middle, low. So this is why Tekken is the most applicable to real life, because in real life, what do you have? You have high, middle, low attacks, the same thing. In Tekken, you have 3D dimensional movement, which you have in real life, the same thing. In Tekken, when you're on the ground, you have to roll the right way. A lot of fighting games are like this, like Super Smash, like they all are real life, innit? Like it's really like that. And you have combos, like I've created my own combos as well, you know. And I'm gonna share in probably in course I'll make in the future, the combos, maybe as a lead magnet, I don't know. But there's no point. When you're at this standard, you might as well just fucking do MMA, why not? What's the point? Like, because with me, what I really wanted to go Bangkok and fuck people up in Bangkok Fight Lab in MMA, but the traffic was too mad. But that's why I have to go Koh Samui, because it's like Phuket is like the apex. That's like the hardest level, because that's like the highest standard of MMA. Like you have UFC fighters training in Phuket, you know, and high level, like Stamp Fairtex, the highest level, and obviously the most expensive. This is the biggest problem. But Koh Samui is a big step up. Like from where I am now, there's nothing. So Koh Samui is like the level before that, because obviously there's gonna be good fighters, and there's actually MMA gyms in Koh Samui. It's living the hood dream. It's not too expensive. Phuket's obviously run by Russians. I fuck with Russians. I'm not gonna lie, kinda sure. But going to Koh Samui makes the most sense in terms of the fighting as well, because to have an MMA fight, you gotta really show, and okay, it takes cojones to go in and to actually have a fight. It's not easy. But really, don't gas a fight like you had some mad thing when you don't even look like you got hurt. The first time I ever sparred was boxing with my boy, our name drop, Wale. And my defense was so shit. This is when I was in uni, this is when I was 18. I only did like a month boxing. And my nose was so shit. I remember I had blood and shit on my nose, and I remember taking a first picture on Facebook like a dickhead, like I'm a bad man, thinking, you know, my nose is fucked. I look more damaged in that my first spar than I did ever. Then some man on YouTube who were putting on fights like, wag one for the TKO and wag one for the knockout. Show knockouts, bro. You really bad this like jump in, drop knee, bop, fuck him up, get him hospital thing, fam. And a lot, one thing I'm gonna say before is people think, oh, don't kick a man when he's down. Would you think real life's like Genghis Khan life? If you got the op and you really have the op, as it was at M24, don't say sorry, fry it in Kentucky. Fry him Kentucky. You know, that's what they mean. They mean really finish him. It's the same thing with fighting. Of course, if I see the guy's knocked out, I'm not gonna follow through. If I see he's finished, I'm not gonna do that. But if I don't see he's finished, he's gonna get finished. Hospital thing, ring, real talk. Like and subscribe for content like this. I'm just putting it up here because I need to watch hours, and it doesn't make sense when MMA channel's not doing that well. So MMA, you might as well learn it. If you already got the skills, no point in separating to disciplines. It's fucking stupid. Gang.